Cosmic Connection, EP10 series. Night fell over Napata. Beneath the shadow of Jebel Barkal, the sacred mountain of Amun, the temple flames burned higher than usual. The Kushite dynasty had survived conquest, drought, rebellion, and foreign ambition. It had even ruled Egypt itself. But tonight, the threat was not beyond the Nile. It was within the bloodline. Inside the temple, smoke curled toward carved sandstone ceilings. The high priest of Amun stood alone, his staff etched with symbols passed down since the reigns of Alara and Kashta. He did not speak at first. He listened, because even stone remembers when kings forget. Then his voice broke the silence. The bloodline stands divided. By daylight, Kush appeared unshaken. Napata flourished. Trade routes thrived. Gold moved across the desert and along the Nile. The king ruled as Kushite rulers always had, visible strength, unwavering command. Tall cap crown, gold armbands, divine favor tied to Amun himself. Power had built Kush into dominance, even beyond the first cataract. But power alone does not secure eternity. In council halls, whispers moved faster than soldiers. The people speak of the oracle, an advisor murmured. The king did not hesitate. The people follow strength. Across the palace, the queen understood something deeper. Kushite queens were not ornaments. They were stabilizers of lineage. At the temple altar, beneath carvings of Amun's ram-headed form, she spoke softly. The people follow destiny. Strength and destiny do not always walk together. And when they separate, empires feel it first. The priesthood of Amun had long legitimized Kushite rule. From Napata to Thebes, divine sanction mattered. The oracle was not summoned lightly. Inside the sacred chamber, the high priest raised his staff, carved in the style of earlier dynasties. One throne will divide the weak and forge the chosen. The words were not political. They were spiritual. The king's jaw tightened. The queen remained still. The prophecy did not accuse. It revealed imbalance. Power can command armies, but divine favor commands belief. And belief sustains dynasties longer than fear. Behind stone walls, the dynasty confronted itself. The king stood overlooking the Nile, the river that nourished both Kush and Egypt. I forged this dynasty through conquest. His voice carried authority rooted in tradition. The queen stepped closer, gold catching firelight against white linen. And I preserved it through unity. She spoke not as challenger, but as guardian of continuity. Kushite lineage was sacred. Royal blood did not merely inherit power, it embodied it. The throne is not ruled by whispers, the king declared. The throne is not secured by force alone, the queen replied. Silence stretched between them. The prophecy will not dictate my rule. The prophecy does not ask permission. Strength without wisdom breeds resistance. Wisdom without strength invites challenge. Kush stood between both. Night returned to Napata. The temple glowed brighter than before. The high priest stood between king and queen, not as judge, but as guardian of divine order. The bloodline must not fracture. The king stepped forward first. Then it will not, the queen followed. Not if it stands divided. Flames rose higher. Drums echoed against stone carved centuries earlier. The throne belongs to the one who protects the future, not the past. The words did not remove the king. They refined him. Dominance met destiny. Neither bowed. The dynasty did not collapse. It recalibrated. Dawn rose over Jebel Barkal. The sacred mountain stood as it had through generations of rulers. The king and queen stood side by side, not weakened, not defeated, but aligned. Dominance had built Kush. Wisdom would preserve it. The oracle had not ended their reign. It strengthened its foundation. Because empires do not fall when tested. They fall when they refuse to evolve. The Kushite bloodline endured, not through fear, not through force, but through balance. And beneath the temple of Amun, the flames finally burned steady again. The oracle of the temple, Kushite Cinematic Universe. Kindly click like, subscribe, and share this channel. Cosmic Connection.